Welcome guys, my name is Steve Biko. In today's video, we'll be looking at how successful people think, and I will share with you that 10 mindsets that you need to cultivate. When you see people succeeding in ways that you want to emulate in your own life, know that it is not by accident or luck that they got there. The truth is that they learned how to think in ways that brought them to that particular success. If you come to this channel, I do provide wisdom applicable to progress in any area of your life, whether you watch this channel for advice in your love life or whether you're here because you like the ways of thinking in general that you get from this channel. You are going to be able to apply the wisdom here to anything you want to achieve this year. This video has been born out of the request of my Patreon member on www.patreon.com/realwisdom who wanted me to cover the 10 mindset that you can cultivate and to think like a successful person. Whether you're looking at experiencing better results or the quality of life in your career, your business, or any other area of your life, yes, you can. You simply need to examine where you feel your mindset might lack clarity, structure, and direction. As you look at the following mindset and how successful people think, you will be pleasantly shocked and discover the missing links between where you are and where you want to be. Before you go on, like this video and hit the subscribe button right here. To my already subscribers, thank you for your continued support. And watch out for more quality content and topics that you can request the specifics on the comment section and always on Patreon. Thank you. Now let's dive into it. We have a number of mindset ways that you can adapt, which includes: first, mindset is to cultivate its growth-minded from intrinsic to motivation. Chasing tangible rewards as validation measures for our success satisfies our human senses. However, we can be chaining ourselves to a dangerous psychological treadmill when we pin or how we measure our own personal success to things which are intimate and extrinsic. Even worse, attributing success to trophies makes it extremely difficult to weather the stormy challenges that erupt and can completely derail us on our way. What will sustain your motivation to success? You see, pivot research by psychologists and researchers Edward Ducey and Richard Rain and Richard Colster revealed a significant finding highlighting the risk of attracting our success to external rewards. The meta-analysis of 128 studies found that intrinsic motivation decreases by 38% when external tangible rewards are being chased. But one lesson from Carol Dweck's lifetime of research also teaches us that exercising a growth mindset supports us drawing motivation, resilience, and energy to maintain the pursuit of our goals to achieve success regardless of the reward. Mistakes are written as learning experiences. Failure become lessons teaching us how to adapt, change, and improve. We become able to see the opportunities regardless of the trials and tribulations we actually face. By practicing and adapting this perspective, your emotional attachment and desperation to achieve certain outcomes in certain ways are usually softens. Your resilience is much more stronger. You're able to get back on track faster and stronger and chasing your dreams without much of the speed bump on your journey to success. You still inevitably make the stakes to achieve the external rewards that you desire. The difference is this: momentum and energy you need now comes internally from constantly flowing foundation of passion and drive. Second mindset is to cultivate is becoming goal-oriented with a grounded emotional compass. Goal setting isn't simply a matter of setting a target to hit and a deadline as to when you'll hit it. It's engaging in a well-researched, planned, and staged thinking coupled with measured and well-resourced actions and behavior. The other essential ingredient to developing and applying effective goal setting mindset is having sound wisdom on the emotional personal satisfaction that is signal you have to achieve your success. Knowing what to achieve your measures of success means and says about you is essential. If you don't know why you are chasing certain ambitions, and even worse, if those reasons are not truly your own, you risk heading down path that you come to realize it brings you little personal fulfillment and emotional enlightenment. You see, Andre Agassi's autobiography on Open, he clearly conveys he hated tennis but now loves the game for the platform it offered to him to set up the Andre Agassi Foundation for Education. Through his personal experience of being shipped to a tennis school to practice 6 hours a day, Agassi recognized that he lost the love and the support he needed from his parents to survive in such high pressure environment and structured from an early age. For children to be their best, this foundation sees education, which focuses particularly on providing a nourishing, supportive, and empathetic environment for developing champions. Agassi's goals are clear to the world. The overachieving drive to succeed in all courses, almost non-verbal, is clearly powerfully emotional. That mindset to cultivate is becoming imaginable. More research is demonstrating the power of harnessing an absent-mindedly applied skill we use every day, which is daydreaming. Second lesson, according to Harvard Medical School's assistant professor of the psychiatry, Dr. Serini, our mind is aimlessly wandering approximately 46% of our working day. For decades, elite athletes have been well known in the world all over to use orchestrated visualization, also known as imagery, as a bread and butter skill to help them hone skills and techniques and their mindsets. Starting his lifetime exploration into why we daydream in the 1950s, Jeremy Singer coined 3 styles in which we mentally do procrastinate. Number 1 is positive constructive daydreaming, PDC, which refers to planning playful creative imagery that we engage in. You see, guilty dysphoric daydreaming, which encompasses obsessive, agonizing, fantastic, and thinking and poor attention to control, which our inability to remain focused on the task which is necessary, but often undesirable and an all familiar feeling to those of who we had to study oceans of information towards passing our exam. More recent research by Jotham Scholar and Jotham Smallwood explains how your procrastination habits can actually serve you. If you haven't already, it's time to capitalize on the benefits of orchestrating PCD to chase your own measure of success. You see, studying using functional magnetic resonance imaging show that your brain cannot tell the difference between what is real and what is imagined. As a result of other systems within your brain start to direct your behavior in the response of what you see in your mind's eye. Your reticular activating system in your brain stem also serves as a radar and the spheric system of the information and opportunities that help you towards your course. When you direct your brain to daydream about the things that you want to be, do experience you direct your brain to proactive work for you, as opposed to having an haphazardly fall into the guilty of dysphoric poor attention to control, patterns that don't serve you, and this requires practice. First, developing your imagery skills with a performance of sports psychologists will skyrocket your momentum to achieving success. You feel as lessons clatter on your mind. Clarity around your day and day activities will be far stronger. And emotionally, you will feel purposefully even if you are achieving your goals towards success entails treading a longer challenging path. Fourth mindset is cultivating accountability. Failures and mistakes are natural and unfortunately uncomfortable and part of our human existence. What many of us don't realize is that owning up to our mistakes, failures, and errors actually increase our emotional resilience, not to mention the respect of the eyes of others and their willingness to support us. The decisions that we make across the areas of our lives are often the hardest. Take responsibility and into exciting forethought about directing consequences of your decision and actions could unleash. How could your decision help? Who will they benefit? Who could they hurt? And what will be the collateral damage? Are you prepared to mitigate the fallout? You see, deliberate consideration of the consequences of your decision and actions before you execute them will greatly increase your likelihood of making choices that align with your conscience. When you make the choices using this compass, it won't matter whether the perfect outcome or perilous circumstances come to pass. You will be emotionally and mentally equipped to handle it because you are operating from a considerate, authentic place. The fifth mindset is to cultivate in becoming emotionally intelligent. To succeed in life often means that you'll require the support of others in most, and it almost goes without saying that you will therefore need to invest in considering of how to plant, water, and nourish your relationship with those people whose love, support, and guidance that you will need. Givers give because takers take, and takers take because givers give. Despite the clinical description of realizing in all friendships and relationships are indeed transactional, will serve you better, experiencing better quality, genuine, emotionally and mentally satisfying exchanges. Possessing an emotional intelligent mindset isn't just about having awareness of your own emotions, self-regulating them, and being aware of those of others. It is also about investing in learning how to nurture and influence the emotional states of others to help you in all your course. The sixth mindset to cultivate is to become entrepreneurial. You might wonder how exercising an entrepreneurial mindset could help you to achieve success in your personal life. Cleverly marketing your product or service or networking, strategically sharing your goals with the right people, taking chances and managing risk are activities which can greatly accelerate you towards your personal goal and targets. Think about it. If you're single, but you're waiting to find the person that you spend the rest of your life with, you are the product. Your current thinking and habits may be what you have kept you single. Now, those patterns need to change. As opposed to staying in front of the television each night, you will need to go and network. Commit to exploring different ways to meet people and go on dates. Share your goal with your friends and that you are ready to meet people. Be open to opportunities. You may even have one of your friends ready with a strategic telephone call as a fast escape route if you feel unsafe. Strategize a plan, risk managing and stepping out of your comfort zone and go forth. You can't help but become a better version of yourself along the way. You see, the seventh mindset to cultivate is to seek peak performance and not perfectionism. Willie's pursuit of excellence seems like a noble cause. Perfection can have detrimental effects on both the individual and the organizations that they work for. Research has been showing that Willie's perfectionist tendencies are indicative of individuals with higher motivation and consciousness to deliver quality output on the workplace. There are also strong correlation with individuals experiencing stress, burnout, and anxiety. A meta-analysis of 95 studies led by Assistant Professor Brian Sewell at the University of Florida explored relationships between the employee and the effectiveness and perfectionism, finding that no clear relationship between the perfectionism and performance. If you have principles and expectations to achieve perfection in even one area of your life, it may be time to consider embracing on sentimental of the phrase, near enough is good enough. If you find it is hard to let go, it may be time to consider working with a therapist to explore if your perfectionist tendencies are stealing your progress towards achieving your success. There is also a risk that you could be doing injustice to your work, colleagues, and to the organization that you work for. The 8th mindset to cultivate is to exercise scale of leverage mindset. If you own or run a business, thinking about how you can achieve a return on investment in any opportunity that presents itself. It's an imperative mindset feature. Even as an employee or stay-home parent, you'll do yourself incredible favors emotionally and mentally if you're looking at how you can maximize the leverage of your time. Will it be wiser and more economical for you to do the household, ironing and cleaning? Don't just consider this from a time and money perspective. Also consider your own energy and brain power as highly prized commodity. If you're earning especially $100 per hour, you will look to pay a bookkeeper to get on top of your home business receipts for 2 hours a week at $50 an hour and do the household chores yourself. Or do the bookkeeping yourself and pay someone to do the ironing and cleaning 3 hours a week at $25 an hour. Either option is going to bring better use of your time and doing both. The decision that you make comes from considering what you are undertaking and the activity that will serve your highest priorities and delegating those which don't. When you do what's most important to you, you'll not only do it highly effective, you will also enjoy doing it. Find ways and more towards letting go of what's tedious for you, whether you can, and you will have faster and more enjoyable towards reaching your goal milestones. The 9th mindset to cultivate is to learn to teach. It is one thing to read, watch a video, or attend a lecture or a conference. In common knowledge and majority of information you have received will forget about 48 hours period. What stops most of us from achieving success we want is not taking action afterward. We change nothing and the status quo remains. Diving in deep to apply a brand new skill can be scary. One of the ways to help you to develop the considerate to apply your new knowledge is to set up practices, opportunities with people who will be non-judgmental, supportive, and understanding that you're developing your skill. See yourself as a messenger to teach these people what you have learned and practice your skills at the same time. Research shows that when you teach others what you have learned, you actually learn more and accelerate your ability to apply your new skills more effectively. Your confidence will massively expand and you'll love even more what you're learning by subscribing to this channel to catch all the wisdom shared, and you can practice and teach to master. The 10th mindset to cultivate is to dare greatly. Stretch your vision of what you want to reach for. Martial arts have taught us that pulverizing an inch-thick block of wood in half with one strike, our aim of the full strength, doesn't stop at the board. We aim to hit a point which is beyond it and break the board en route to our arm's full stretch. When you're setting goals, think of the target that you want to reach and ask yourself to set the target a little further. Be playful and cheeky. State the target of your goals and always add this or better. Be cautious never to put a cap on the levels of success that you can reach. Finally, one thing that connects all the above points is that successful people don't do the normal or expected thing. The norm is regular and conventional standard, and truly stand out because successful, you need to do things differently. Whether it is one or all of these mindsets, identify your missing links between where you are and where you want to be. The great news is now you know your benchmarks for which you will spring forward. We have looked at how successful people think and the 10 mindset to cultivate, which has given you the ability to cultivate the mindset, as this is not all that you need to keep you winning. You also need to watch the video, what is goal setting and how it leads to a fulfilled life on this channel. Until next time, have a good one and see you in the next one.